The Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC's) decision to peg its expression of interest and nomination forms for presidential aspirants at 60 million naira has continued to generate debate among its members and, of course, the public. Many describe the party's decision to reduce the cost of forms as a step in the right direction, considering the current economic situation. Well, the party comes second after the Wike-led People's Democratic Party that has set its cost of presidential and expression of interest forms at 51 million naira. Now, the governing All Progressives Congress had pegged its cost of form at 100 million naira, while the African Democratic Congress set its own, its forms at 90 million naira. Now, the NDC, in a statement, also said female aspirants and persons with disabilities are to pay 50% and 25% of all the fees across all categories. National leader of the NDC, Seraki Dixon, maintains that the party is pro-masses, promising to make a difference in governance if given the opportunity by the electorate. Right, we have Chidi Mike. He's an NDC chieftain joining us to talk about NDC's late sale of forms and INEC's looming deadline for nominations. Good to have you on Newsnight. I mean, you do have a tight schedule, really, ahead of you. There's a sale of forms, which that started today, thankfully. There's a screening that has to go on. There's also primaries. First, let's start with this forms of yours that's going for 60 million naira. Expression of interest form 20 and the presidential form at 40 and all of that. What's the thinking behind this figure, first off?
So the form is clearly not for everybody. Before we go to in that, we have what is called an intent form. For personally people like me that is running for House of Rep,
Okay.
representing Isialambano, Okigwe Onimo. I purchased my form for 2 million. So you have to, first of all, go for screening. And when you pass the screening is when you purchase the form.
Right.
So we got it in a way that step by step. So let's go for the screening first before we know if you are qualified to get the form. It's not for everybody.
No doubt. I mean, with the 2 million, you are going to the House of Reps or the Senate?
No, I'm going for the House of Reps.
House of Reps.
Yes.
2 million, is that okay for your pocket personally?
He has purchased the form.
Was
called
easy peasy, or
Yeah, it's
did you have
easy.
to sweat, maybe even take some kind of loan to purchase?
Other parties will take it at a time. So it's better. The NDC is doing a good job by
Right.
trying to, cut it half before you can pay the full. So I think it's a good family line. So I'm happy.
Okay,
Right.
great. I mean, so you get screened first before you purchase the form.
Yes.
But I wonder if there are people that have been screened out. Because
So
you make
far.
it seem like you say it's not for everybody, like people have been turned down by the NDC during the screening process. Is that what is happening? But more importantly is the schedule. As an aspirant and a chieftain in the party, don't you think that this tight schedule, I mean, you have 5 days for sale of forms before, the rest of the things follow. Don't you think that this might risk some falling out by those who feel aggrieved, those who think that the time is too short? And why did the NDC wait till now?
As you can see, what has been going on in the past 2 months, with where we are coming from and where we are now. And they are still selling the form as I speak to you now. And trust me, across Nigeria, we have people still purchasing till now. So we will do our best. And we have a wonderful national leader that has been leading us well, that is ready to do everything to make the party meet up in every demands on time.
Apparently, the NDC looks like it's trying to distance itself from the norm where forms are through the roof. But then again, when it's too cheap, doesn't it make it an all-comers affair and makes it even counterproductive?
It's not about the money. It's about NDC stands for every new Nigeria that wants a new change in Nigeria.
Right.
We are not really looking for money, but when you make things too cheap or too common, people can just dive in.
That's my point.
So it's not that we are not about money. We're about having a new Nigeria. It's not about the money.
But I asked you earlier if there are people being screened out because you say it's not for everybody.
We just started today.
Yes. So you were the first to be screened for.
I'm not being screened yet.
You've not been
Not
screened.
been screened yet.
You
We
just-
started today. So I'm
When
not,
is screening supposed to happen?
immediately you purchase the form, you can go for it. So probably I might go next week. I might go tomorrow. I might go whenever, depending on my time.
Is that sorry? Is that? I mean, is that an assurance that you have scaled through? Because you've bought the form, but you have not gone for screening. But what you said earlier is that you get screened first before you purchase your
No,
form.
you purchase
you
the
get
intent. It's
the
called an
in-
intent
You get the intent
Yes.
form,
first. Then you now go for the screening.
which is how much?
The expression of
It's 2
interest
million for
form
mine.
Yes, and then you
for
get
House of Reps.
For House of Reps is 2 million. It's an intent form. So after the intent form, then you will now go for the screening before you can actually get the form. For me, it's 4 million after.
Aha, so now we're speaking. It's not just 2 million.
No,
it's
no.
beyond 2
Yeah.
million.
beyond.
Expression of interest form
Expression
is
of
two-
interest is
is
2
what
million.
you've paid 2 million
It's 2
for. I guess it's a way of maybe not, taking this non-refundable money
As the
from
2 million,
from
I mean-
aspirants.
That is the reason why I
It's
said.
non-refundable, right?
Yeah,
It's-
that's the reason why I
it's
said earlier,
non-refundable.
it's
Yeah.
better. It's better. We
Right.
are the party that started doing this. It's better instead of taking all,
Yeah.
They just
Well,
take 2
let's
million
let,
from you.
The
Yes.
30% is not bad.
let's talk about the open secret ballot system that the NDC has chosen. Does it cut across all the elective positions, including the presidential election, or where does that stand right now? And how will it help people like yourself? I mean, an aspirant like yourself.
I won't really have so much information to give on that
Okay.
because it's something that I have to go through to actually know the right answers to use.
And you're hoping to represent,
Isi Alamba, no? Or Nimo.
I mean, for the NDC, that is a fairly new party. I mean, look at the politics of the region. You've had dominant parties in such areas. How confident are you that your party, has entered this political race at such a time and victory, perhaps light at the end of the tunnel? Do you see that? Where's your confidence coming from? And do you see victory path, considering that you're fairly new as a political party?
It's coming from the confidence that we all know what Nigeria is all about. And you all
What is
know,
Nigeria all about?
we all know what we are facing and what Nigeria and what every Nigerian wants.
Politicians don't see what Nigerians see.
At least when they get there,
Yeah,
they lose
they
sight
live
of
in a
what
bubble.
Nigerians want.
Those are the,
We
those
don't
are,
see what you see.
those are the part of the reasons that I'm running.
Okay.
Because it's part of the reasons that I'm running because I've lived in outside Nigeria for so long that people see Nigerians, 85% of Nigerians as people that has that bad intentions of governance. But it's the other way around. This is a wonderful country. And NDC stands for that 85%. That is where my confidence is coming from. The new Nigeria that we all want is where that my confidence is coming from.
Let me even take you up on that. I mean, we talk about new Nigeria, what exactly does this new Nigeria look like? What does new Nigeria mean at the end of the day?
New Nigeria is where we, the NDCs and the new Nigerians, are not the ones that you can throw grains on, like chickens. We don't go where the grains are. It's a new Nigeria of organic love. We don't have to throw nothing to you, but you're already part of us. And we have wonderful leaders.
Who are
How
old
does
Nigerians.
We are
that
all
The
Nigerians.
leaders
translate
are old
to a
Nigerians, by
better
the way.
Yeah.
They're not new.
How does that translate to building a better country?
Because it's a passionate new Nigeria we are trying to build based off not what we are bought from, or what they paid us to do, but from the actual love we have from Nigeria. It's a movement of the people, not with what you bought the people, but what the people. It's a movement of love. It's family.
All right, we'll see how the NDC works through this, what looks like a straitjacket in
Yeah.
terms of the scheduling, INEC's deadline
Race for time.
nomination forms and all of that. We wish you well. Chidi Mike, NDC chieftain, joining us tonight on Newsnight.